The Law of One, Book 2, Part 17. Session number 34, March 4, 1981. Ra. I am Ra. I greet you in the love and in the light of the one infinite creator. We communicate now. Questioner. You stated at an earlier time the penetration of the 8th level or intelligent infinity allows a mind-body-spirit complex to be harvested if it wishes at any time-space during the cycle. When this penetration of the 8th level occurs, what does the entity who penetrates it experience? Ra. I am Ra. The experience of each entity is unique in its perception of intelligent infinity. Perceptions range from a limitless joy to a strong dedication to service to others while in the incarnated state. The entity which reaches intelligent infinity most often will perceive this experience as one of unspeakable profundity. However, it is not unusual for the entity to immediately desire the cessation of the incarnation. Rather, the desire to communicate or use this experience to aid others is extremely strong. Questioner. Thank you. Would you define karma? Ra. I am Ra. Our understanding of karma is that which may be called inertia. Those actions which are put into motion will continue using the ways of balancing until such time as the controlling or higher principle, which you may liken unto your breaking or stopping, is invoked. This stoppage of the inertia of action may be called forgiveness. These two concepts are inseparable. Questioner. If an entity develops what is called karma in an incarnation, is there then programming that sometimes occurs so that he will experience catalysts that will enable him to get a point of forgiveness, thereby alleviating the karma? Ra. I am Ra. This is, in general, correct. However, both self and any involved other self may at any time, through the process of understanding, acceptance, and forgiveness, ameliorate these patterns. This is true at any point in an incarnative pattern. Thus, one who has set in motion an action may forgive itself and never again make that error. This also breaks or stops what you call karma. Questioner. Thank you. Can you give me examples of catalytic action from the last session, beginning with the self-unmanifested producing learning catalyst? Ra. I am Ra. We observed your interest in the catalyst of pain. This experience is most common among your entities. The pain may be of the physical complex. More often, it is of the mental and emotional complex. In some few cases, the pain is spiritual in complex nature. This creates a potential for learning. The lessons to be learned vary. Almost always, these lessons include patience, tolerance, and the ability for the light touch. Very often, the catalyst for emotional pain, whether it be the death of the physical complex of one other self, which is loved, or other seeming loss, will simply result in the opposite, in a bitterness and impatience, a souring. This is catalyst which has gone awry. In these cases, then, there will be an additional catalyst provided to offer the unmanifested self further opportunities for discovering the self as all-sufficient creator, containing all that there is and full of joy. Questioner. Do what we call contagious diseases play any part in this process with respect to the unmanifested self? Ra. I am Ra. These so-called contagious diseases are those entities of second density which offer an opportunity for this type of catalyst. If this catalyst is unneeded, then these second density creatures, as you would call them, do not have an effect. In each of these generalizations, You may please note that there are anomalies so that we cannot speak to every circumstance, but only to the general run or way of things as you experience them. Questioner: what part do what we call birth defects play in this process? Ra: I am Ra. This is a portion of the programming of the mind-body-spirit complex totality manifested in the mind-body-spirit of third density. These defects are planned as limitations which are part of the experience intended by the entity's totality complex. This includes genetic predispositions, as you may call them. Questioner: thank you. Can you give me the same type of information about the self in relation to the societal self? Ra: I am Ra. The unmanifested self may find its lessons, those which develop any of the energy influx centers of the mind-body-spirit complex. The societal and self-interactions most often concentrate upon the second and third energy centers. Thus, those most active in attempting to remake or alter the society are those working from feelings of being correct, personally, or of having answers which will put power in a more correct configuration. This may be seen to be of a full travel from negative to positive in orientation. Either will activate these energy ray centers. There are some few whose desire to aid society are of a green ray nature or above. These entities, however, are few due to the understanding, may we say, of fourth ray, that universal love, freely given, is more to be desired than principalities or even the rearrangement of peoples or political structures. We'll stop there.